Now, at the end of your night of theater in the 18th century, it is always customary to have an epilogue, a bit of verse to tidy up the evening and to hopefully send you along your way with a smile upon your face. We have here a very famous epilogue from a very famous play, the Shakespeare Jubilee, written in 1769 by David Garrick. This was really the first Shakespearean festival, indeed. David Garrick has a lot to do with what you would call marketing Shakespeare. He puts his image as well as his own on teacups, on saucers of the time. If they had t-shirts at the time, he would have put his image on those, indeed. A true admirer of Shakespeare is David Garrick, often credited with transforming Shakespeare just from a great, well-known writer to the true legend, the veritable god that he becomes in English culture. At the end of the Shakespearean Jubilee, which is a number of great pieces of Shakespeare all put together, some of his greatest characters all put together. At the end of the Jubilee, all of the characters do come out onto the stage, those that are alive and dead as well, and they do come out into a statue of Shakespeare that is erected in his honor by David Garrick. And these words are written and read aloud, and so it is very appropriate for us today to enjoy these very words that were written and spoken on that very day in 1769 from David Garrick's The Shakespearean Jubilee. Can British gratitude delay? To him the glory of this isle, to give the festive day, the song, the statue, and devoted pile. To him, the first of poets, the best of men, we never shall look upon his like again. We will his brows with laurel bind, who charms to virtue humankind. Raise the pile, the statue raise, sing immortal Shakespeare's praise. Now the song will cease, and the stone decay, but his name and undiminished fame shall never, never pass away.
Bravo! Huzzah! Huzzah!
So this is only a small portion of the changes we see done to Shakespeare in the 18th century. Entire plays are modified, and these concepts of changing ending, changing words, taking just the plots and changing the entire play around are not new ones, and instead go all the way back here to the time of the 18th century. We thank you for coming here to our show and seeing some of these changes. And now if you think you've enjoyed some of the 18th century entertainment and you want something a little bit more modern than the Shakespeare, we do have our 18th century play series, a play originally written in the 18th century called Polly Honeycomb at the Kimball Theater this evening. It is a full-length play with full audience participation, of course, full makeup, full sets, and the like. If you're interested, we highly recommend it. We thank you again for coming here to Shakespeare on the Green.